Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to 7.2.2 Power Snack and Hard Knock Life. So for today, the nodes are going to be Power Snack. So every 7 seconds, the next debuff triggered by the attacker is nullified, and that gives the defender 75% bar of power. And for Hard Knock Life is every time you do a parry, you get a disorient for 12 seconds. That reduces your ability accuracy by 25%. Now there is another node by here by the name of Outburst. So whenever a buff is nullified on the attacker, they become immune to nullify, stagger and fate seal for the next 15 seconds. And if you're running a champion with superiority, striking the opponent while you have that immunity gives you 10% fury for the next 10 seconds. So the best champions that you can use here are going to be your cosmic and tech champions with a lot of buffs, so they can be nullified and you can get that immunity, and then during that immunity you can get a lot of furies on yourself. So best way is to bring in tech and cosmic champions, because not only they will give you class advantage, but they will also help you with superiority. So other champions that can work here are going to be Magic, Quake and as well as Magneto. The boss are going to be Magneto X, Tigra and Guardian, and for this video we're gonna tackle with Tigra, so stay tuned for that. But before we jump into the part guys, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications and also leave a comment down below. All of that really helps me out a lot. Now the first fight is going to be against a Vulture, which is quite a simple fight because virtual specials are very easily evadable, and even if the power snack gives him extra power, that's okay. Even if he gets pushed to an SP2, it's not a big deal. So you will notice that on the left side of the screen you will see an outburst icon, like a blue one with a timer. When that is active, any hits you throw on the defender, you're gonna get fury for yourself, and once that goes away, the easiest way to trigger it is to just dex when the opponent comes into you, and then it's triggered again. So right here I don't have it, and I will try to dex it to get it again, but there's already a buff that expired, so I got it anyway. But if you're using a tech champion who doesn't have that much buffs, you can do the same. So all I'm trying to do is to just hit Vulture and use my SP1 so I can nullify his armor and get some health back, and I'm gonna rinse and repeat that and kill him off. You can pretty much use any champion with class advantage, cosmic champion, that will work. And it's important to use class advantage champions because with that you will get all those extra furies while you are immune to fate seal, nullify and as well as stagger. Next up is going to be an Archangel. Now I would suggest you to bring a tech champion with immunities, because the tech champions firstly will get superiority, and when you are fate sealed, when you are immune to fate seal and nullify and stagger effects, every hit that you drop on the opponent is going to give you fury, and it will help you finish the fight faster. Now having said that, make sure to bring somebody with immunity, because Archangel can be tricky, and because of power snack he can be pushed up to a special 3. So even if he throws a special 3, you do not get a neurotoxin. So it's important to bring in a bleed champion here who is a tech class, and once you bring that, it will be easy. Just one thing you need to take care about, that whenever the timer for power snack is up, just be careful that you do not push him above 3 bars of power. The way you do that is to make sure that his power level is always below 2 bars of power. So even if the power snack is activated, he does not go to 3 bar of power. So that's very important. Play defensive when you don't have the immunity to stagger and nullify, and you should be good. Next defender is going to be a Sentinel, and I hate fighting Sentinels if you don't have the right counter, because he can get those analysis charges up and then he will keep throwing his specials because they cost less power. Also your crit rate is reduced, so it's all known very annoying fight. But luckily he's a metal defender and we have a rank 3 Magneto. Even a 5-star rank 5 will work here. All you need to do is to build up to 40 prowess and throw an SP3 and he will die. Other champions that can work here are Hyperion, Cosmic Ghost Rider, as well as Angela. So any champion that is cosmic can work here. So when you get that outburst buff on you, you can easily stack up those furies and kill him off. Also, another thing to note, 4 out of 6 defenders in this path are going to be metal champions. So Magneto is a really good choice if you want to clear itemless. Now next up we're gonna have Storm Pyramid X, which in my opinion is the more difficult fight on this path because of the ability to get extra power from Power Snack, and she stacks up a lot of those power charges whenever she or the attacker gains a bar of power. And she can easily be pushed to an SP2 because of that, and when her SP2 is unblockable, that does you a lot of damage across the screen. You cannot avoid that, or in my knowledge it's very hard to avoid. You can't do that. So to tackle all of that, firstly bring in a tech champion who has class advantage and can stack those furies because of outburst and superiority, and secondly bring a champion that has power control. So in my case I'm using a vision because he's immune and he's tech and he can power control, so I can keep the Storm Pyramid X from getting 2 bars of power even if even if I am triggering Power Snack. Same way you can use champions like Hulkbuster will work really well here. Also champions like Stark Spidey will work here. So it's your choice who you want to bring in, but it's highly recommended somebody with power gain, so you don't push her to an SP2 and she doesn't throw an unblockable one, and she will die really easy that way. Next up is going to be a Green Goblin whose specials are very annoying to deal with. I hate facing Green Goblin because his SP2 can just clip you for no reason, and SP1 is a long animation and you cannot retaliate after that. So yeah, I would suggest you to bring a Magneto. If you have, you can just build up to 40 prowess charges and not care about him and kill him off. If not though, you can also use champions like Magic or Voodoo, basically anybody with power control that can keep to him 0 power. So even when he gets power snack, it's not up to 1 bar of power and you can take it away from him as well. So power drain, power lock, any champion would work. Preferably if you're going to use a champion, use a cosmic champion so you can get that superiority from outburst, and you can stack furies whenever you are immune to Fate Seal, Nullify and Stagger. But if that's not possible, then somebody like Quake is a really good option here. Magic is a really good option, and as well as Magneto, just to get rid of Green Goblin, because his specials can be super annoying and the fight can get super long just evading them. And the final fight before the boss is going to be a Psylocke. Now usually I would say Hyperion is one of the best counters to this, all of this lane. With outburst and getting all of those furies, Hyperion does the best. But because I was trying to showcase some other champions, I'm using Hyperion for this fight, and you will see the difference. Like, even though there is outburst, I do not have class advantage, so I'm not gaining those furies, so my damage is not as much. So you need to be careful about that and not do what I am doing here. I just wanted to showcase, so I brought Hyperion in. And as for Psylocke, she is very easy to deal with. Her special 1 and special 2 are very easily evadable, so nothing to worry about there. You can just go on and just trigger power snack, and don't worry about the SP2. But just be careful, don't trigger power snack when you're above 2 bars of power, because that will give her 3 bars and you will be special attack to death. And the boss fight is going to be against a Tigra, who will have Wombo Combo and Staggering Beauty. So the more you stay near her, the more Fate Seal effects you get that will nullify your next buff. And also Heavy Assault, so whenever your heavy attacks have 5% more damage. So I would suggest you to bring in champions that have good heavy attacks. In my case, I'm using an Archangel and just stacking up those neurotoxins. Human Torch with pre-fight also works. Also Doctor Doom works with his heavy, and as well as Hulkbuster, also Domino with Red Hulk. And you can also use Colossus, but you need to bring in White Mag, so he gets 65% immunity to Fate Seal and Stagger effect, so his armor ups are not taken away. So yes guys, that's about it. Only two things you need to worry about is to stay away from her to keep that stagger effects away, and secondly, do not push her to an SP2 because of her reach and all those progresses. She will kill you off very quick. I hope you guys enjoyed the tips and tricks for this video. If you did guys, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications. All of that really helps me out a lot. And apart from that guys, I hope you all have an amazing day and I'll see you next time.